I finally had it up to here with Gordon conning us into doing his little favors for him. And the best way to keep Joey out of harm's way was to get as far away from Gordon as possible. I'd always dreamed of Australia, and it sure fit that bill. Beautiful. Not only were we on one of the best beaches known to modern man, but Corky Kelly, an old buddy of mine from Rincon days, was out chasing surf and gave us a place to crash and the use of his car. The accommodations weren't much, but the car, that was all Joey needed to find trouble.
12 heart-throbbing cylinders, a synchro 4 on the floor, and a turn radius quick enough to get you, my lovely, down to our own private patch of sand quicker than you can say.
Just don't forget what side of the road you're on, Yank.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Driving on the left is a right-brain thing.
Yeah, but you're steering from the right.
All right, there's the left-brain thing. All 12 cylinders are popping now. Wait, don't tell me. In Australia, they think the middle of the road's a parking lot. Enjoying the view, folks?
Hey, maybe they need help.
What am I, the auto club? I got the Mondo babe of the universe and the car to go with it, and I'm stuck behind the Beverly Hillbillies. What do you say we wash the buggy, Jed? Need any help?
Thanks for asking, mate. Righto.
There you go, problem solved.
Wrong. The problem is, I want your car.
Listen, buddy. You get your butt back and your pathetic excuse for a car before I do my patented don't walk on your face. Dude. Chill.
I need a car. It's not worth dying.
What's up?
He wants the car.
So, tell him to buzz off. It's not for sale.
I'm not buying.
I say we give it to him. What do you say?
Get out. Step aside. Both of you. Catch you later. Dude.
See you on the beach.
Idea what that car was worth?
10 grand, max.
Try 50. payment.
Look, I'm sure the thing was insured.
I want it now.
Yeah, with a deductible of $5 grand.
I need it, Mick.
There's plenty of other guys.
Okay, look, nothing to worry. I got a plan.
Oh, you got a plan?
Yep.
Ah, what a relief.
You're the one I want.
Not now.
What's a girl have to do to get a surfing lesson?
Damn trees, I'm in the rough. 10th fairway, Riviera. Gallery is hushed. If he can pull this one out, he's got a shot at the leaders.
Gordon!
Do you mind? I'm out here fighting for my life.
There is something you might find interesting.
I know. Henri burned the creme brulee. We'll do apple tartare for lunch, unless, of course, you would prefer strudel.
Cute. Look at this. It came in from the National Crime Information Computer this morning.
Ian Mallory, arrested at the airport. Boarding a flight to Sydney? A vacation?
All his tools were in his baggage. He was on the way to a job.
Doesn't say for who. You think he'll talk?
Professional suicide is hardly his style. Gordon's? Of course we accept the charge.
Fritz, it's Mick.
I was hoping you'd call.
Is Gordon around?
It's for you. Nice talking to you, Mick.
Mick Barrett, Mr. Charm School?
Yeah, Gordon, I need a favor.
No kidding. I need favors too, but does anyone want to do them for me? No. Everybody'd rather run off to Australia to go surfing.
We need to pay the deductible on a car we lost.
You lost a car?
Yeah, well, not really lost. More stolen. Bottom line is we need $5 grand right away.
Isn't money usually given in exchange for something? Goods, services, favors?
Call it a loan, Gordon. I'll owe you.
These are the 90s, Mick. Owing is très gauche.
There's not much I can do for you from here. I'm in Australia.
Ian Mallory was picked up at LAX on his way to Sydney with his bag of tools.
What, the Mallory that got those guys into the Denver Mint last year?
My guess is there's a job waiting for him somewhere close to you now.
Yeah, well, you know, Gordon, I mean, Mallory's in custody. Whatever he was up to isn't my problem.
$5,000 makes it your problem.
Why should you care about Mallory?
Wouldn't it be fun to be able to tell the Aussie police what's going down right under their noses?
Gordon, I'm not sticking my neck out for your ego trip.
It's not ego, Mick. It's professional pride.
Yeah, well, it's no thanks. I'll figure something else out. Later.
Get the money?
No.
No! Well, now what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? You said you had a plan? Let's hear it.
Okay. All right, this guy that stole Corky's car is a pro. And pros are kind of like sharks, right? Right. So, sharks feed on anything, anytime, anywhere. All we have to do is set out the right bait.
The right bait cost $200 a day at a Prestige car rental, but we had it rigged with a big, fat hook. And the funny thing about fishing, sometimes you never get a nibble, sometimes you have fisherman's luck. This particular tuna was dressed in a $900 suit with jewelry and haircut to match, just the kind of creep to give the entire land of Oz a bad name.
Barney fell for it.
Yeah, you're Barney now has 2 cars.
It's all part of the plan, Stan. Now we follow him and shove the long arm of the law down his throat.
Let's just leave the cops out of this one, okay?
You're embarrassed. An ex-cop having his car back, you're embarrassed.
Excuse me, who was driving the Jag when it was stolen?
Oh, so now it's all my fault. Yeah, right.
Look, I know we're desperate, but that's a $70,000 rental we got in front of us.
Yeah, do I know the magic of credit cards or what?
Who came up with this brilliant plan to get a second car stolen?
You went a long way
because we didn't have much choice. Anyway, bringing the cops into it now won't get Corky's car back.
Mr. Ponytail should do time.
By the time he comes to trial, Corky's Jag will be run through a chop shop and sold for parts.
Then it's time for street justice. That guy is dead meat.
Look, follow the car, we find the Jag, and that's it.
Yeah. Give me an hour. I've got to drop a little something off first. Yeah, all right. All right. 10 minutes? Right, I'm on my way.
Don't lose him, don't lose him. I'd let you drive, but somebody probably steal this from you, too.
That's cruel. People do get their cars stolen, you know.
Twice? In the same day?
Yeah, it can happen. Don't lose him. He's going left.
No problem. Left turns are what made this country great.
The guy doesn't even signal. We could have busted him on that alone. Look, he stopped. Where's the chop shop? I don't get it. What's this guy doing at a museum?
Car thief with culture.
I don't see the Jag anywhere around.
Let's go.
Where were you?
Just working on a couple of personal things.
Stealing cars again?
Call it a hobby.
Okay, you get Beavis, I got dibs on Butthead.
Let's just find the cars and call it a day, all right?
First, I'm gonna spider ding his head. Then I'm gonna make sushi out of his face. And then I'm gonna punch his lights out. Then you can pull me off him.
Right. Spider ding, sushi lights. Got it. That guy is Hans Reuter.
So?
When I was a cop, he was a legend in the arts and antiques business. As a thief. That's why Mallory was coming here.
So? The antique business got slow. They moved into cars.
Whatever he's into, Hans Reuter's big time bad news.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying he's dangerous, but he's worth going for.
That old goober? How dangerous can he be?
It's hard to say. But I think he eats his young.
You're gonna do what?
I'm going in as Ian Mallory.
How do you know him and Reuter aren't old pals?
No evidence on either of their rap sheets have ever worked together. Besides, sometimes you gotta take a chance.
Just how much experience do you have working with sophisticated alarm systems?
What I don't know, I can learn, but I need a photo of Mallory.
That won't be available until he's been booked here.
So send me an old photo.
There aren't any. That's how he remained at large all this time. He was careful not to sign his name or have his picture taken.
So he's invisible to the police.
And extremely valuable to a man like Reuter.
Mick has no experience. Reuter will see this immediately.
He's desperate. He needs $5,000.
Wrong, Gordon. Reuter is serious evil. I just want a shot at him.
Yeah, and that guy with the ponytail, too.
You're going to get them both killed.
Mick, Fritz is just the teeniest bit concerned about your safety.
Yeah, well, so am I, but, you know, nobody lives forever.
What did you say?
He says that the grass always looks greener on the other side, but it's just as hard to cut.
What?
Mick is very deep. Fritz has a point. I'm gonna send you a little local help.
What kind of little local help?
The Benny Ferguson kind.
Benny Ferguson was a former associate of Gordon's who had enough contacts in Sydney to know that the guy who stole our cars worked as Hans Reuter's wheelman whenever he was in town. Only thing about Benny was that you couldn't understand half of what he said, and he said plenty.
But his real name's Cecil, so who can blame the guy to try to change his name, right?
Right. Fact is, Cool's probably the best damn car thief in all of Australia, which isn't something to sneeze at, boys. And the reason for that is he really knows his car. Because the average thief, you see, will take any car he can get a few bucks for out of the nearest chop shop. But Cool,
He's on a different level entirely.
He deals direct with the exporters, you know, delivers the cars right down to the docks where they put them in containers and sell them for big bucks overseas. No, I wouldn't be surprised if one of these days you turned on CNN and there's your buddy's Jag being driven around in the desert by that crazy Iraqi. What's his name?
Saddam Hussein?
Yeah. Yeah, he'd love to have one of those Jags parked right next to his bunker with the tanks. You know, can't you just see it with all that sand and camels leaping all over it in the desert? Hey!
Thought this was supposed to be a stakeout.
Yeah, you bet. Because that bar over there is exactly where Cool spends most of his afternoons. And if you sit tight long enough, he'll show up. So you bet this is a stakeout, pal, and not a bad one at all, if I do say so myself.
Betty! Shut up!
Public school, no doubt.
There he is.
Oh, got himself a nice set of wheels today.
I bet it's another hot car. Man, we could bust this guy right now!
He's taking me to Reuter. Come on. Not bad. Where'd you learn how to do that?
I'm always losing my keys, you know. I wish I was going with you.
Our buddy Cool knows you by now. Besides, someone's got to keep an eye on Finney.
Here you go. Bar?
Yeah, could I talk to a guy, ponytail, drives nice cars?
It's you. Thanks.
Yeah. Cecil, my man.
Who's this?
I sure like your wheels.
Who is this?
The name's Mallory. Meet me at Paradise Cove. We'll talk cars. Cecil. Trouble finding a cab, huh? Is your name Cool or Fool?
That's my car you were sitting on?
I just thought you should know you're not the only guy that can get past a couple of tough locks.
What do you want?
Take me to Reuters expecting me.
Who's Reuter?
Don't be a moron, Cecil.
The name is Cool.
I prefer Cecil. Cecil.
I've got to make a call.
Use my car phone.
I read with interest of your work at the Denver Mint.
Yeah, the feds take it personally when you tap into the mother lode.
Yes, it must have been quite a challenge. Tell me, Mr. Mallory, how did you do it?
Trade secrets, sorry.
Oh, so, of course. So, how are things in California?
I wouldn't know. I only change planes there, and you know that. I don't appreciate the pop quiz.
I must reserve the right to verify that you two are exactly who you claim to be.
When I call it off, that's fine with me.
What about my advance payment?
You didn't make one. My work's strictly COD.
Forgive me. But it's just, you're not what I expected.
What did you expect? Pencil mustache? Trench coat? Ponytail, for God's sakes?
That's good. Come, we will drive in the car. You
didn't have me come all this way for a couple of pieces of half-baked clay.
No. But if you really are who you say you are, Mr. Mallory, I shall have this with my morning paper.
"24-hour rotating guard shift. Triple backup system on every door and window. A mosquito had trouble getting in here, so good luck, sport. You'll need it."
This is not my color.
Yeah, but it's official museum issue. You go in when the shift changes.
What about the guy coming on?
Oh, he's going to have car trouble.
So what if he decides to take the bus?
Well, I doubt it. When he gets in his car, all the doors are going to lock. For good.
I like your style, my man. He may have lost a step, but he knows what he's doing.
Step, he's lost the whole front porch. I'm supposed to get through an entire museum security system before morning.
Exactly. And here's the answer to all our problems. Right. The building is hardwired all the way around. And it's got infrared beams all over the joint and inside. Now, because of the erratic guard patrols, makes it impossible to get into the place.
Great. Thanks for your help.
Impossible at ground level. Right? Look at this. Now, there's no way to get past the security system unless you can find a way to get onto the rooftop.
No problem. You just toss a rope up like those rope climbing guys, those mountain guys.
The building is too well lit. You're going to stick out like a cockroach on a wedding cake.
So what do I do? Do I grow wings?
No. You cut the power.
What about the backup system?
You cut all the power, mate. Oh, look at this. The manhole in the street in front of the museum accesses the city power circuit. The only thing you've got to be careful of is cutting the wrong line, because that juice down there is nothing like what you've got in your everyday household socket. You cut the wrong cable down there and you won't have to worry about a thing. Well, it'll be like grabbing onto a couple of lightning bolts. Turn you right into bacon crisp. And follow the sewer line over to the mercantile building. You'll probably come up in their boiler room, which is not the place where you want to go leaning on any hot pipes. And head up the inside stairs to the rooftop. You'll be 40 feet higher than the museum, just a stone's throw below you.
Stroking Nolan Ryan, maybe.
But whatever you do, make damn sure you tie things off good, because you won't be coming back to fix anything. And if you screw this part of it up, they'll be scraping you up off the ground with a sharp shovel. So maybe the best thing is if you just think of it as a really big wave.
I'd rather take the wave. I'd rather have my board. Okay. This is one gnarly section. Just gotta blast through it. Never again.
Cold water and power. We've lost the lights.
Joey?
Freeze!
Judging from the front page, you made a noise, Mr. Mallory.
There's no reason for that guard to be there.
Well, maybe smash and grab won't cut it here, mate.
If you'd like to play grab and squeeze, how about kick the can like you did last
Stop
night?
it, both of you now! When the job is done, you can kill each other as much as you like.
I'm a technician, not a thief. I'll get you in past the alarms. What you do when you're in there, what you leave, what you take is up to you. But one thing I don't work with bozos.
Mr. Mallory, I have your blueprints.
Blueprints are good.
Everything you'll need is here.
What's the target?
In time, Mr. Mallory. In time.
What do you think?
Good security system. Star Wars caliber.
That isn't a museum layout. It's not an art gallery either.
No, private residence. I get nervous when an old dog like Reuter tries new tricks.
So how long do I have to crack the alarm once I'm through the door?
30 seconds, give or take a second.
30 seconds? You gotta be kidding me.
Hey, this isn't something you do just like that.
What about this cool guy? Is he buying your act?
No, it's hard to say. Certainly not gonna be in his Christmas card list.
All right, no problem. We'll sell him on the sitch.
Now, you write on this starter alarm. First you cut the yellow wire, then the blue, then the red.
But wait a minute. Last time you said yellow, red, then blue.
Oh, that was before. This is now. Okay? So how much time do you have?
Bypass the code pad and deactivate the perimeter.
Well, why not just cut off the electricity to the house?
The alarm is on DC power. If you cut the electricity, it jumps to a battery backup.
Excellent.
Old news. Whoever owns this place has major money. Was it one of those mansions at Darling Point?
Patience, Mr. Mallory. You'll find out Monday night.
I had everything under control until Benny got creative and tried to give me some help.
Mr. Reuter.
Who are you?
Detective Chambers, Robbery Division. And how goes it, Mr. Reuter?
What can I do for you, detective?
Oh, I heard you're in town, and I'd be derelict in my duty if I didn't drop in and extend an official welcome to a world-famous thief. You see, I'm very neighbourly to visiting scum.
I shall treasure this as the highlight of my vacation.
Ah, the beautiful Mrs. Reuter. Hillary, right?
Half right, detective. She is indeed beautiful, but she is the ex-Mrs. Reuter. Still, I'm flattered you know so much about me.
Oh, I know everything about you. And I'm going to keep on knowing everything about you as long as you're in town. Good to see you, Mallory.
I don't know you.
Sure you do. Your name was Steiger, German school teacher. Played the part so well you got out of the country without so much as an arrest. And what now? A cabana boy?
Kiss off, pal.
I'm going to be watching you, mate. One little slip and I'll have you in the slammer for good. Enjoy your vacation, gentlemen. Anything you need, good restaurant, opera tickets, you just give me a call.
It would seem you are not as unknown as I had been led to believe. See, you don't make us all less famous.
I'm still waiting on that copy of Mallory's booking report.
You think Mick could call?
Maybe it's time you send me into the field.
Soon. Reuter's sure acting strange.
You know, I only came here because you promised me some practical experience.
And I will. I do. I mean, yes, you'll get experience. More.
I was going to graduate #1 in my academy class. If the Cold War hadn't ended, I would have had a brilliant career in espionage.
Hey, timing. Who knew?
You did. You only came to Berlin to take credit for the wall coming down.
Well, I was there. And now you're here.
Because you promised me to put me into work.
There are worse places to be undercover.
Undercover? Is this undercover?
Works like a charm, eh?
You wouldn't treat me like this if I were a man.
Fritz. Pretend you're a man. What I mean is, let's say there's this man who's good at what he does, and he does it the same way every time, year after year.
You're talking about Hans Reuter.
But all of a sudden, he does it differently. What in the world could make this man change?
A woman.
Should have called by now.
Relax, mate. You probably can't.
Mick?
No, Joey, it's me. Why, isn't Mick there?
No, he's not here. I wish he was.
What do you mean he's not there? It's 3 a.m. where you are.
Well, he's with that Reuter guy. We figure the job must be coming down soon because he won't let Mick out of his sight.
Reuter never misses a trick.
Neither does Mick. I'm sure everything's fine.
Going somewhere.
What do you want?
Time to go.
Reuter said the job was tomorrow.
Change your plans. It's now.
Life's full of surprises, and this little joyride with Cool was not on my list of all-time favorites.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna party tonight.
I know Mick's a very clever guy, but so is Reuter. Fritz compiled a list of people who own the same alarm system that was on the blueprint you boys faxed.
Yeah?
And one of those systems is owned by a man named Dennis Chase.
Who's Dennis Chase?
A guy who got married 6 months to the day after Hans Reuter went to prison.
So?
He married a blonde. Hans Reuter's ex-wife.
And Mick's with Reuter now. Benny, we're on the move.
Who you kidding? You go near Cecil, you'll be made.
I don't know about that. I heard blondes have more fun.
Thought this job was coming down Monday night. I need more time.
Well, sorry about that, mate, but this is showtime.
I don't like going off unprepared.
Mr. Melloway, you must know that if I have any personal flaw at all, it is that I am a perfectionist.
That can be a tough way to go through life.
Indeed, the smallest mistake gives me no end of trouble. With that in mind, I would strongly suggest that your performance tonight be letter perfect.
If he screws up, let me kill him.
It's a pleasure.
copy of Mallory's booking report.
Might as well file it for now. A little 9-ball, my dear.
Reuter knows Gordon.
Second-rate stuff, not worth taking. I will see you in the car. You, come with me.
Where?
Upstairs.
What's going on?
I knew from your first appearance you were attempting to deceive us.
Never judge on first impressions. I just have that kind of face.
Indeed. The fact of the matter is, I shared a cell at Joliet with Ian Mallory.
Okay, now what? Where are we going?
What do you care? Once I'm in, it's my business, remember?
You start threatening my life, I can care plenty.
There are worse things than dying.
I don't want to tick you off, but right now I can't think of one.
Being caged up like an animal.
Prison. Lots of guys have done time, Reuter.
There's more painful being sent there by the woman you love.
Your wife set you up.
With the help of a handsome young boyfriend. I'm on a clean job. I touch the safe, cops come out of the wall. I go to prison, she gets married. Lives happy ever after on my money.
Not much you can do about the divorce laws, is there?
I shall do something tonight.
You know, Reuter, shut up! All this time I thought you were a professional. Committing murder makes you no different than the average street punk.
I'm not going to commit murder, Mr. Mallory. You are. Now take off your gloves. Now.
Do you think my prints on your gun is going to be enough to sell me as a shooter?
When you're found with a bullet in your back and this is found on that other bastard's hand, yes, I do. I truly do.
Reuter, think about what you're doing. Don't do this.
Hillary.
Hey, babe.
Easy, big fella. He's down.
Bloods do have more fun. What, you don't like it?
That's very lovely.
Hey, Benny. Honey, you're snoring again.
You guys are too much. High tide, we'll be right back.
You know, there's a lot more to this beach life than the average person might think. I mean, most people probably just know about the sun and the sand and the wave.
And you know about the more meaningful stuff, I suppose.
Yep. Like how sometimes the most incredible things come to us from the ocean.
Like those two amazing sea creatures heading this way.
Yeah. The look on Cool's face when we came outside with Reuter was rich.
Might have had something to do with that blonde wig.
And lucky for you, we got those cars back before Cool's people could ship them out.
Oh, lucky for me.
And Corky ought to be stoked to have his Jag back.
Yeah, he will be.
What do you mean?
When he gets back, he'll be stoked.
He's not back yet.
No, he gets back tomorrow.
Then, who's that driving his Jag?
Next time on High Tide.
Dial that number, you'd be calling the Seaside Beach and Sports Club.
What's he know about being a fitness instructor?
I have died and gone to heaven.
2514 transmit on text. What's your message?
She was murdered.
There's not a health club in town has a balance sheet like this.
4 million?
I'd kill him the first day.
Get ready to listen to some hand-clapping, foot-stomping music next when you go on the road here on WJBK TV2.